I'm very thirsty now. Look at. What? The ice cream? Oh. Where's water? I think the refrigerator worked perfectly. Look at. Oh, very nice ice cream.
So Chef,
Yummy.
what are you thinking about?
I think how the refrigerator works.
Firstly, do you see the vapor comes out from the refrigerator?
Oh, I can feed it.
This thing cause the all thing in the refrigerator become cold.
Oh, like that.
This mechanism from refrigerator is working using second law of thermodynamics. Do you know second law of thermodynamics is talking about?
Yes, it's about from the heat is transfer of heat from the higher temperature to the lower temperature.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we want. Okay, so there are many components that are placed in this.
Can we? Oh, what do you want to do? I think you want to show at the back.
We only have this one refrigerator
Oh,
here.
okay.
So please take care of it.
I'm sorry.
First of all, we're gonna tell you about the second law of thermodynamics. What is the second law of thermodynamics? Second law of thermodynamics state that transfer of heat energy from high temperature medium to low temperature medium. Then the usage of second law of thermodynamics in refrigerator. Refrigerators are devices that will transfer heat from low temperature environment to high temperature environment. It is the reverse the second law of thermodynamics. The concept of refrigerator breaks the second law of thermodynamics. Work can be used in order to transfer heat from colder environment to warmer environment.
From the diagram, it can be seen that a refrigerator consists of four basic components, that is evaporator, compressor, condenser and expansion valve. So we move to the other slide. Compressor. Work is input into the compressor to compress the refrigerant to a high pressure as it enters the condenser. So the compressor constricts the refrigerant vapor, raising its pressure and push it into the coils on the outside of the refrigerator.
So next component is condenser, which is the network of tubes seen on the back of the refrigerator. While the refrigerant is being compressed to a high pressure, the temperature also increases to a higher temperature than the environment of outside of the refrigerator, which in turn will cause the outside environment to act like a sink. After the refrigerant has gone through the condenser, it will reach the expansion valve.
So let's continue our discussion about the refrigerator. So the next item in the refrigerator that I will explain is expansion valve. So basically, as shown on the slide, we can see that expansion valve is medium that drop the pressure and temperature drastically due to the throttling effect. So, as we research on the internet said that after the refrigerant has gone through the condenser, it will reach the expansion valve. The expansion valve will cause the pressure and temperature of the refrigerant to drop drastically. The temperature of the refrigerant will now be lower than the environment inside the refrigerator. Okay, for more detail, I will go into our book that is thermodynamic. We can see it on the page of 280 for the figure 619. There we can see more detail about the expansion valve. In the book, it says that the vapor will enter the capillary tube where its pressure and temperature drop drastically due to the throttling effect. The low temperature refrigerant then enter the evaporator. So for this medium, it only can cause the vapor to lower the pressure and the temperature.
The cool refrigerant will then enter the evaporator, which is a series of tubes inside the refrigerator. As the refrigerants flow through the evaporator, the refrigerator environment will act like a source and heat will be transferred into the refrigerator, causing it to evaporate. The refrigerant, which is now a gas, will enter the compressor again, where it will be compressed back into a liquid at high pressure and temperature, and the process will repeat. So, essentially, using work to run the compressor, the outside environment can be transformed into a sink where the refrigerant will dump waste heat, while the environment inside the refrigerator will become a source where heat will be transferred into the refrigerant.